Hello everyone, my name is Gyarados Gamber, and this is another video on Smite. This is the Halloween update, and I know I'm not one to always do videos on Smite, and there's a pretty good reason for that. One, the game is far more enjoyable to play on your own time. Two, I don't consider it the greatest video content. I know there's a lot of people who enjoy watching a competitive match that goes on, things like that. Also, there's a lot of criticism about these games and how people should play and how things happen, and I tend to avoid them overall because of my own personal rage. I'm a pretty calm person. I'm a pretty, I don't know, I would say everything can just slide off my back and I just won't care kind of person. But these kind of games can get you infuriated, even more so when there's people doing things they're not supposed to be doing. I've run into my fair share of people exploiting the game and using hacks. On top of that, I've run into my fair share of people who are the worst kind of human people in existence. People that will pursue you outside of a match and whisper you until you have to ban them and block them. Pretty horrible stuff. So I try not to play these games, or at least record them, I should say, too much. And I do play them a lot. Yeah, and let's correct that statement. I do play them a lot, but my own personal hatred of humanity is not something I technically want to make a video about. So I'm playing as the new Cupid skin, and it's a little trick-or-treater ghost angel Cupid. He's freaking adorable, and I really like the particles on this skin. I mean, it's an adorable skin as it is. Voice pack is just pretty average, but the particles are all Halloween themed. They're pretty adorable. Like the little ghosts and the pumpkins and the candy corn. Oh my god, I love candy corn. It's cute. It's a cute little skin, and there is another skin that came out this month. This year, I should say, because it's only one Halloween. Halloween should be the entire month of October, or all of fall, in my opinion, but whatever. Yeah, the other skin is a Grim Reaper Thanatos, and I will be showing that off on the second half of this video, because I did record 2 full matches, and Grim Reaper Thanatos looks amazing. Honestly, it should have been a T5 skin, just to kind of counterbalance the whole Archon skin, which I have, which I quite enjoy, but I'm more of a fan of death-themed things in fantasy. And Ymir messed that up. He tried to ice cream sandwich us. That's a pretty good skin for Ymir, by the way. Pretty cute. But yeah, I think maybe they should have done like the first ever T5 Halloween skin. That would have been interesting. But they probably wouldn't, because that means they'd have to make it limited, and then people would be so angry they missed Halloween. If they ever did something like that, which I still think they should, at least for a holiday event, they'd have to announce it early in the year, that this year there will be a T5 skin for one of the seasons. And they'll say, as it gets closer, they'll say which season that is, so people are aware and they can buy it. And there would only be one a year for whatever season. So maybe one year it'd be Christmas, maybe it'd be like a special, like, living Christmas Saw Kukulkan, and he, like, spews presents out and stuff. Maybe during Halloween they'll have, like, some other really interesting skin. It'd be kind of neat to see. How about a giant pumpkin Geb who rolls around setting people on fire? That'd be interesting. Anyways, I mean, this event, I love Halloween, and the event is pretty much what it was last time, but I think this was a better year for Halloween, in my own personal opinion, because there's a lot of skins now in the Halloween chest. That could be a negative to many people, though. I don't know what Ymir's doing there. He was just like, I think he was typing. Could be a negative for some people, because as the years go on, there's more and more items added to the chests. And I remember there was very few items added to the Halloween chest. In fact, I did a video a while back about I think I recorded that just after I got it. When I got the Jack the Reaper skin for Thanatos. By the way, he's the only god that has 2 Halloween skins. Which is cool, but I got the Jack the Reaper skin for like 400 gems that I had saved up. I didn't, at that point I wasn't actually buying into Smite because I wasn't sure how I felt about the game. And I got it on my first chest roll, my first Halloween that I was playing the game. I got the Jack the Reaper skin. I was pretty happy about that. Now, there's a lot of skins. A lot of skins available. And yeah, I could see a new player not being too enthused about this, because they're gonna have to spend a lot to get the ones they want. But again, early backers of a game often feel more rewarded when they see their baby grow up. In the case of a game like Smite, early gamers are gonna. I don't know what Raijin's doing here, by the way. He's like suiciding. Yeah, that was pretty foolish of him, but whatever. So I mean, you're gonna see yourself having the things you really wanted a lot earlier, and you're also gonna have the chance to get more of these things on demand. Like next Halloween, I can almost guarantee get any of the skins. No, I mean I can as long as I have the money or the gems saved up. I can get any of the skins that show up because I have all 14 chest items. Whereas somebody who's brand new is gonna balk at the sight of a 14-unit chest. Be like, oh, I can't buy anything. I can't get any of this stuff. What do I do? So I could see that. I could see that being a problem for some people. But nobody is like eating my candy corn. I don't understand what's going on. This is probably the biggest problem in the world for Cupid. No one's eating my hearts, my candy corn, and it's kind of sad. I keep putting it out there so people can heal up. I know it's not always opportune to grab it, but it helps you. It's a little bit of health, and it gives you mana back. Not the best Cupid, by the way. I understand him. I don't play him regularly, but I love the skin, and I mean, I could see myself playing him more and more. He can be really powerful, so I guess, I got a really awesome skin for him now. Bacchus is taking some risks here. I'm not sure he should be. So, yeah, I'm losing track of what I'm saying. I literally just woke up and I figured I would talk about this. And another thing about Smite videos, I often record them after the fact. Well, I should say I record the audio, so this has been like a day or two since the event started, and I am talking about it post-edit. That's because during the time I can't really say anything very intelligent, and I'm more or less more focused on what I'm doing at the moment. This is probably one of the bigger attention horror games that I can imagine, for me at least, because you have to really think about your placement, your movement, and what's happening. See right there, I made a mistake. I leaped forward to try to slow incoming minions, and Ymir put up a wall. Thankfully, he didn't put it up after, because if I had passed by his wall, I would have been trapped on the other side. That didn't happen. I think I do die on Cupid, though. They are going to end up killing me at some point, and I get, yeah, I think I bit off more than... No, did I? I can't remember now. I think I get a thing through our, through their portal. I can't remember. I can't remember this fight. I just remember all this spooky stuff happening. I love the voice pack for Cupid on this, though, when he goes, woohoo. That's the one thing I think was really well done for the voice pack. Otherwise, the voice pack's pretty much Cupid. It's not too different. I love the particles, though. And that's why you buy a skin. That's why you buy a vanity item in a game like Smite. That's why it's actually a good purchase. It's because if it's adorable and they worked hard on it and you enjoy the game enough to feel like you can spend money on that, that's great. Kali has singled me out for death. Yeah, she didn't like me for some reason. I don't know if she recognized my name or she just doesn't like Cupid. When I play as Kali, I don't even focus on her passive. I hate her passive because it really implies that you have to kill that person. So what I do is I put it on the person I'm not going to kill, and they think the entire game I'm coming for them, and then I go for the people who have their guard down because they're not the one getting targeted. So really, Kali, player's a troll and you win. If you decide to play her the normal way, you're probably not going to win because they're going to avoid you like the plague. But this, yeah, God, they do not like me. For people who wonder why I always like retreat the second my health reaches like a quarter or a half, that's because it only takes that many more hits to kill you. On any character, really, that doesn't have any defenses. So on Cupid, you know, like 2 hits are going to bring me down to a half from Raijin. I need to run because he has abilities that hit harder than that. I know that for a fact. So if he can bring me to half with 2 strikes of his, like, 1, then I need to retreat if he tries to hit me with his 3. Or his ult. Because he will kill me. I've learned how to play this game based on the bars at the bottom. When I see my green bar getting diminished by a certain amount, by a certain character, I then know how I should approach that fight. I think that's a smart way to play, too. It's just not a very conventional way. Most people, they have like a sense of hope when they play these games. They're like, oh, he's not going to see me, or I'm going to rely on the fact that we have these characters to move into this location to do that. I'm looking at the bar. I'm looking at my health bar the entire time. And if I start dropping really fast, I know to avoid... Wait, does Osman Cab kill me? Yes. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was wondering who killed me. Yeah, I picked a fight with Osman Cub, and by the time he had hit me, it was already too late. I realized that I could not get away. I should have run, in hindsight. I should have. But I did get them to kill in turn because he spent valuable time killing me, and then he got completely gangbanged. It's a cute little event. But despite that, there's a lot of, you know, deity death, and I love the little pumpkin jump stamp. I'm glad they added a Halloween jump stamp and a music pack. I'm using the music pack as well. Probably never switch out ever again, because I like it. Oh yeah, I get killed here too. That's right. The entire team goes to kill me. Kali finally comes for me. It's probably my mistake. I spent some time just looking around. So good. And people always forget to take out the big minions. You have to take out those big minions. Here I ignored it because I trust my team to deal with it, and nobody did. It gets through. And I die. No, I don't. I got away. Can't remember what happened. Yeah, I trusted my team, and I should have trusted my team. That's my like lesson to you if you play Smite. Don't trust your team. Don't ever trust your team. When I first started playing the game, I didn't know that much about how different it was from League of Legends. What I found is your teammates will utilize you as cannon fodder without your knowing. They won't say anything. Like Bacchus right now, I've run into hundreds of Bacchus players, and many of them will do this maneuver where they run forward and then they immediately like swivel their mouse all the way backwards and they'll run back. They'll keep doing this over and over again, and then they'll go in like they're gonna, you know, lead the charge. And now this is where I get my revenge. I push the minion through, and by the time they realize it's too late, they're like, oh no, he just destroyed it. Oh, and I think they kill me. Yeah, they do. Yeah. I wasn't going to get away from that, but I did get a big minion in. I don't believe we win this one. I believe this is a loss, unless it's like some miracle win that I can't seem to remember. So it's kind of cool about looking back at this. But, yeah, so I've had many Bacchus players that do that. And I don't know if it's just the character kind of like connotates some sort of trolldom. I don't know. I just fear ulted. Again, I'm not a very good Cupid. But I did kill Raijin, so that was funny. Yeah, there's just like a level of people that will utilize others in a situation to benefit themselves, or at least because they think it's funny. And I've had Bacchuses lead false charges, and then those false charges lead into the team moving forward and getting murdered because they're relying on Bacchus to do a thing, and he'll like sit there and laugh, like spam laugh. I'm coming to realize we don't even have the greatest team comp. Ganesha, he's okay with certain gods, but I don't think he's going to sync well with the gods we have. I don't really like Ganesha's gameplay, personally, but then again, I don't play Cupid on purpose. Hi, Kali. Yeah, I'm gonna run away from you because I'm funky. And I think she kills me. Yeah, she does. But she paid with it with her life. And I also got jump scared there. That's something cool about the Halloween map is they added, again, those little spooky potions. They're free. They do, they do take up a slot on your potion slot, but for the most part, you're never gonna have that packed with items. Characters who do, early on, I could have killed Osmankab if I had blocked him properly, but then I got nervous about Ymir, and then I killed him, and this is where I die. Yeah. I'm getting caught. That's my problem. They removed Haste and Fatalis for hunters, so being able to move doesn't work. So we did lose that game. It was a pretty awful game. And here, we have a new game. And this one is more or less a victory, at least for me. This is, of course, Thanatos, and I was just looking over some of my other skins here, because now it's going to be a struggle figuring out which one I want to play. So this is Jack the Reaper right there, which was the first Halloween skin, and the first one I got. And then there's Archon Thanatos, which is amazing, and somebody on Steam is trying to contact me, but I'm busy at the moment. Archon's amazing. I love it. And I'm going to be switching between Archon and Death very frequently. But I love this Thanatos skin. And I think, honestly, if they're never going to do it, it's a joke that goes on and on and on. But if they ever added in a Christian pantheon, Thanatos would probably be relegated to having something like that skin for the Angel of Death, because the themes are very medieval, very old world, England sort of look. It would be cool, but at the same time, they don't do that. They don't add in that stuff on purpose. Trying to add in a modern religion, I know, Hinduism is a modern religion as well, but trying to add in something like Christianity will piss off a lot of people, and they will be very vocal about it. That's why it's a joke. That's why people joke about it. It's like, oh yeah, new god, Jesus. People don't do that. You don't add that in. That's going to not sit well with anyone. But I like this appearance for the Angel of Death skin. I love the way it looks. I like the wings. I like the clouds, and the skins get better and better and better, like each year. They just get so amazing. Look at all the feathers, all the individual feathers on his wings. And of course the pumpkin jump stamp looks so nice on this. It's gonna be hard for me to decide which skin I really want to use on Thanatos now. I have most of his skins. I didn't know if somebody else wanted that buff. I was debating grabbing it, and someone else grabbed it. But I don't need it on Thanatos, because I know how to play him without power-ups. I use a very interesting build of my own design. I think I've shown it before. I can't remember. I don't do many Smite videos. But my... oh, that's right. This is the match where I completely shit on their other Thanatos. Oh, this is going to be sad for him. Yeah, I use a build that makes full value of Thanatos' regenerative abilities and makes his ultimate as all-powerful as it can possibly be. So I'm focusing as much. I'm going to miss my ult here, but I'm still going to end up having him dead. Scylla doesn't join me. I don't need her to. That was fun. yeah, I'm trying to utilize his passive as much as I can. I'm trying to utilize his ultimate as much as I can. Because that's really where the end game is for Thanatos. In the past, I used to use a build I called Blitzkrieg Thanatos. It was all attack speed and crit. And you'd run up in their face, and you would blow them to bits with your melee attack. Because Thanatos is, if you're not aware, he has a transforming attack that also not only penetrates, pierces all enemies around it, but it also it'll deal more damage as it goes on. So the faster he can attack and crit, he is doing a tremendous amount. Plus he can heal himself when he kills people. I don't know why Neith ulted me. It wasn't a very good ult, but okay. So I run around and I just start whirlwinding, just attacking everyone. And that worked out pretty well. And then they started changing items. They added new items. They had new gods. And then I saw Blitzkrieg Thanatos start to fall apart. So I stopped playing the god for a long time. And he sat at Mastery 10 forever. Of course, you can't go past Mastery 10 until now. Now you can get stars. But I didn't play him for a long time because the build was dead. And it was very hard to play Thanatos, and a lot of people felt the same way. He was a god that had an amazing set of abilities that he couldn't really utilize because of new gods that just would not let up. Because if somebody can stay on Thanatos, he's only got so many options. He hurts himself every time he attacks, so he might just die. I missed my ult again. I didn't have a lot of luck with my ults. Here they try to kill me, and they fail miserably because they didn't commit. And they lost their Thanatos as a result of that. But I guess what I said before when I was playing as Cupid and I was talking about how I watch my health bars, that's all important on Thanatos because you are constantly hurting yourself, and you are also, like, your amount of health versus how much you can deal or how much you can steal is going to matter. It's going to mean everything in this game mode. But just eventually found a build that works. I was able to create something based on what I know about the character. All the time that I played him, I was able to utilize cooldown reduction and life regen and things like that. When they added the mass immune in, I really had a nice item to fall into the cracks because it gives you movement speed, it gives you a lot of attack damage, and it also gives you small amount of defenses versus how many enemies are around you. Now, ideally, when you go to strike somebody with your death from above, enemies will be like, oh, well, we're going to group around that person so he feels like not doing it, or we'll kill him the second he goes down, because a smart player will try to catch Thanatos. I've once, actually not once, many times, as Anubis, utilized my, oh yeah, I chased this poor guy. Oh, sorry if you're watching this. I'm sorry, you can't win. You can't win. The numbers are again, and he turned his back on me. I mean, you had a chance at least to do some damage for one of your friends to kill me, but you chose to run. As Anubis, I've caught Thanatos jumping down on me. And what you do is you pop your beads just as he's about to land, and then you immediately 2 him, because he's going to be right next to you when he lands. So you use your 2, you wrap him up, and then you just blow him to bits, like you would any other character, and he's dead before you realize what happens. Here, the Kappa went in alone, and his team did not follow. Biggest ailment of these games is that people don't teamwork. It doesn't happen. But, yeah. I mean, there are many strategies against Thanatos and for Thanatos, but I utilized everything I could in my mind to make this character work in a way that I wasn't dying constantly, because he doesn't have any stealth. His mobility, yeah, he's really fast, but mostly when the enemy's already weak. He's strong when your team has done as much as they can to the enemy. This makes him weird as an assassin. It makes him very strange. And I can't remember if we killed him off. Yeah, we did. Yeah, he got caught. That was really, really funny. It was really, really funny. Let's not laugh. See, that's nothing. I don't play these games because the commentary is just suffering. I don't know what to say. I'm speaking technical here, and I know half of you are just like, oh, pretty colors, or hey, I want to know more about the match. And it's like, I'm not going to talk too much about the match because I already played it. It's done with. This is over. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I just woke up. I have a glass of water in front of me. I'd much rather have food in front of me. This is water. I will be eating them. I assure you that. So, I am, I am pleased with these items for Halloween. I'm pleased with being able to play a god I really enjoy, and seeing another good skin come out, because sometimes there's skins for gods I don't care about, or the skins are lackluster, and you want to feel like when you're spending money on a game that you're getting the most you can out of it. Ravana really wants Scylla, and for that he pays dearly. I don't know what his intention was, but he was not going to flee. As Thanos sees me coming, he sees Amaterasu, and he's like, no, no, no. And she's just going to keep pursuing him. I hate to say it, but he doesn't appear to know what the god actually does. I'm very, critical about Thanatos builds, and I don't want to be, but I am. And the reason for that is there's many things that don't work on him. And again, like I said, attack damage and attack speed no longer work on him. They did at a point. They did at a point. They don't anymore. So when I see people building, items that just emphasize auto attacks, such as the Quinsai, that makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry, because these people are nerfing their entire team. I'm a min-maxer by heart, so they're nerfing their entire team to, I don't know, live out some fantasy that isn't going to work. Ravana's just, yeah, he wanted revenge so bad, and he got it. I don't like Ravana as a god. It's just, he's, I don't know, he doesn't do a lot, but he doesn't stop pursuing people. It makes him a little bit annoying. God. The game brings out the worst in me. Because I know how certain characters are supposed to play, and then I criticize, and I don't tell people that to their face though. I never speak to my teammates about serious things. I never do, because if they're gonna make a mistake, they're gonna make a mistake, and I'm gonna bitch about it on my own time. He's gonna try to do that. It's not gonna have any effect on me, and then I'm just gonna head over here and try to assist my teammates. And Ravana dies again to Neath, because they have a vendetta going on. Just gonna find out how much, but yeah, this is just why I don't record these. And we win because they surrendered, and it was a good victory. Not my best game, but somebody is swearing at somebody, I think. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Somebody really likes Zeus. Yeah, so we won. And that is the new skins for Halloween. I just wanted to show them off and be like, yeah, this is pretty cool. If you like Halloween, you might like this too. If you like Smite, you might like this too. Remember, Smite is a free-to-play game. Those of you who don't know, it is free. You may want to spend money on it, though. You may be very tempted. It's not a pay-to-win game. Everything you buy is vanity, cosmetic. Some of the cosmetics are limited edition or seasonal. In this case, the Halloween stuff is seasonal. You can pick up Smite now for free on their website or on Steam. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.